Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Record. The lady.
On 1st and 10, Darnold looking left side and has got a man. It's Griffin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Cleveland.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like...
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw, Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Titans and Jags from Jacksonville. Kickoff for that one, 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 on the West Coast. And since we should have Marcus Mariota involved, 2:20 for our friends in Hawaii.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, lady.
To throw is Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Darnold completes it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
180.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's caught by Herndon. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Darnold now to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Browns getting set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mayfield on play action. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll go again with Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now Landry. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The 30. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down. I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
Yeah, 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. On second down now, it's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got you. Run. You're all mine, baby.
From the 38, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 18-yard line.
What's that? 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's get the ball.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
What we got? Here we go. Check.
Again, it's Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check General West. Hurry.
A give. This is Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That's it, baby.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Last stop. Last stop.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Darnold. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Here we go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Mike. 180. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here goes Mike. Man, Eddie. I got one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
1st and 10.